Okay, I promised you guys an exercise, and this is one that I was just introduced to recently, and I found that it's kind of amazing. I had some amazing insights myself, and I thought I'd share them with you guys. So, right before we get started, I want you to go have a piece of paper, just one sheet will do, and a pencil or a pen. And just have it in front of you, just easily close by. So take a moment and get that in front of you right now. So while you're doing that, this exercise is one that will feel like sinking into and drifting into yourself, the true you, without all of the other stuff that you've been carrying around with you. So I invite you to lean in and do this simple, easy, powerful exercise. These are all kinds of long-held limiting beliefs that we all have. The BS, I call it, your belief systems of the past that have and are infiltrating our present without our present awareness. So in the simplest of terms, I invite you to think about the beliefs that you might want to get rid of, that you know distinctly, and the ones that are so very elusive. You know it's there, but you just can't quite put your finger on it. Is it too hard to focus in on? Is it too simple to believe that that's the block that's holding you back? Is there an inner belief that you're not worthy, maybe, of being heard, not worthy of being loved, not worthy of success, that in this big world of so many other beings, nobody really cares about what you think, what you want, or what you have to say. There's always that big one. I'm not worthy of success. I'm not ready for what success might bring. So let's dive in and release something that you've been holding on to. And don't worry, you can repeat this anytime you want to for anything you want to. So I'm going to ask you some seemingly unrelated questions, but humor me. I'm curious. Have you ever been in love? Or maybe the question would be, have you never been in love? Yeah, everybody has felt that feeling of love reflected back, that rush of wonderfulness for an outside object, an object of our affection, an animal, a family member, a significant loved one. Isn't it a relief to know that you have the ability to feel that feeling? We just don't feel it often enough sometimes. So there are those in love right now, and maybe there are those who are in love with themselves in the most profound way. And sometimes there are those who have both kinds of love, and how wonderful that is. These questions can be a little bit of a sticky wicket, though. What comes up for you if you're not answering yes? If you're not feeling like you're in love with yourself, if you're not feeling that feeling, if there isn't an object of your affection at the moment, it brings up all kinds of emotions and beliefs, right? You know, that low self-esteem or whatever it is for you is different for everyone. And what I'd like you to do now is just take a moment. If you need or want to, you can close your eyes. That's fine. But I want you to tune in for a moment to what is the biggest block for you when it comes to feeling love. Trust me, this is the secret. What is that biggest block? And even if you are a person who is in love with someone else or in love with yourself, being able to feel that feeling, what might be a way of you feeling even more of that? So it could be an emotion. And we sometimes can't even recognize it, but perhaps a bit of shame that's left over, the doubt, the fear. It could be a belief of there's no one really for me, or I'm not worthy of that, whatever that is. Whatever it is for you, just be brave enough to let it feel through you for a moment. Let it come to the surface. If you've closed your eyes, now gently open your eyes. And I want you to write that belief on the top of that piece of paper. Or maybe it's an emotion, whatever it is, write it down. Write down whatever comes to mind for you. And I want you to tune into that for a moment. And I want you to, on a scale of 1 to 10, identify for yourself how big a problem is that for you, with 10 being a big problem and 1 not so much. And I want you to write that number beside that belief. And for some of us, there will be a flood of ideas, of notions, of emotions, of beliefs that come through. So give each one a number. How big of a problem is that thing that's coming up on a scale of 1 to 10? And you can choose to focus on the one that's the highest on the list for this exercise. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you into a quick, relaxed state. That is not going to be a deep state of hypnosis. You're just going to close your eyes and get very relaxed. And I'm going to bring you through a little metaphor. And what we're going to do in this metaphor, you're going to have an opportunity, with permission from your unconscious mind, you're going to have an opportunity to rewrite that belief that you just wrote down, the biggest one. So what I'm going to do is have you just get comfortable, just sitting there in your chair. And if you don't mind, I'm going to have you focus on a spot in front of you, on the wall in front of you. And I want you to just raise your gaze maybe 10% up, focusing on that spot. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, breathing in through the nose. And on this next exhale, just allow your eyes to gently close. Relaxing more in your chair, imagine a ray of calming light that is shining through the top of your head and filling the back of your eyes and calmly filling and continuing down to the back of your nose, filling your ears, your mouth, down to the front of your throat, soothing and calming. And now filling the shoulders, and the shoulders can hold so much tension. And now just feel that drop down and feel the calming light filling your shoulders with safety and relaxation, and feel that calming, soothing light filling your chest, down to the tummy, down to the hips, the tops of the thighs, just listening to my voice and feeling so relaxed now. And feel that relaxing light flowing into the shins, the tops of the ankles, the tops of the feet, and reaching right to the end of the toes. That's right. Feeling relaxed and comfortable. And now feel that light fill up under your feet to your heels, the backs of your ankles to your calves, feeling even more relaxed now and feeling safe with my voice. And now light fills the back of your knees to the back of your thighs, and now all the way up to the spine, and spilling out to relax all the muscles and any tension being held in the back Now releasing, and feel that calming, relaxing light filling the back of your neck now and all through your head. That's right. Now in front of you, I want you to imagine in whatever way you imagine, whether you see or feel or hear, or if it's just a sense that there is a big office building in front of you, and you can see a huge front door on this office building. And now your unconscious will go as fast as I tell it to go. Walk up 3 steps to the building and open the door. And you open it with ease, and you see a plain and dull, very long hallway in front of you. And you walk on up. There is a long hallway towards a brown door with the words very big and bright and distinct on the front of it that says Life Records. You push this door open with ease, ready to release whatever thing it is that is in your way. You go through and you see a room full of filing cabinets, and you know to search for your filing cabinet. It's right up ahead on the left. It's the one with your name on it. You found it, that's right. And now what I want you to do is walk over to the filing cabinet. I want you to open the top drawer. And I want you to notice the file in the very front of this drawer. It's the one behind which all of the other files are found. The one that is in front. This is your block. This is the issue. This is the thing that you are ready to release. I want you to look at that file, but I don't want you to open it. I want you to notice what color it is, how big it is, or how small it is. Is it medium? Is it large? Is it thin? Is it smaller than you thought it would be? Is it bigger than you thought it would be? It doesn't matter. Because now on the other side of the room, you're going to notice a huge industrial shredder. But before you start shredding, I'm going to ask your unconscious mind if it is ready to safely release this problem that is not serving you anymore. Look gently inward, knowing that you are supported and safe, that you're not alone in this, knowing that today you are ready to let that block go. Let yourself know this completely. Beautiful. Now what I want you to do, gently and easily, when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes and write something down on the paper. I want you to convince your unconscious mind why it is time and why it is now safe to let this, whatever this is, why it is safe to let it go. So on the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes and you're going to just start writing. 1, 2, 3, go. Open your eyes. Now put pen to paper and write down why it is safe to let this go. I'm going to give you a few other prompts. Who are you without this problem? Who do you become without this problem? Finish this sentence. By releasing this problem, I now choose to be what? By releasing this problem, I now choose to feel what? My future is now. Finish that sentence. That's right. Let it flow. Whenever you're done, calmly close your eyes once again. And let whatever needs to happen, happen. Even if you are not consciously aware that it is happening, because it is. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and I'm going to clap my hands. You may or may not hear it, but when I clap my hands, you're going to know the direct answer of why it is time, and that you are ready to let this go. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes once again and write it down. What is the one big learning that the unconscious needs to know in order to release this forever? That's right. If you're finished, when you're finished, you can just close your eyes and sit back. Relax. Keeping your eyes closed. That's right. Sitting back, relaxing, feeling so relaxed because you're doing so well now. You're letting this integrate. This is what is called processing. It's so cool because you don't have to do anything but just be there and allow all of the parts of you, all of that amazing magical neurology in you to just rearrange everything the way it's supposed to be, letting go, bringing in, rearranging, integrating. Now, if you're ready, take that file over to the other side of the room, to that shredder, that big industrial shredder, and pop that file in the shredder and watch all those little pieces of paper just come out the bottom of that shredder. And while that's happening, if you look to the left of the shredder, you'll notice a source of fire. How could you have not seen that before? It could be a bonfire, it could be a fireplace, whatever you want to imagine. It could be a furnace. Scoop up, in whatever way you need to, all of those little pieces of paper and throw them in the fire and watch it burn to ash, shredding and burning and burning and shredding, letting all of this stuff go. That's right. Doesn't that feel amazing? Like a celebration deep inside you. In your mind's eye, feel that joy. Do a happy dance for letting that go. That's right. Now, if you look to the right side of the room, you'll see. That's right. And now, if you look to the right side of the room, you'll see a brown wooden table. And oh my gosh, this table is just beautiful. You walk over to that table, and on that table, you'll see a pile of files and the most amazing colors that you could ever imagine. And I want you to choose the perfect color to replace that original file. What color is that new file? And when you have it, open your eyes and write it down. What color is that new file? And give that file a name. What do you want to call it? Declare what that file is. What is all this new beautiful stuff that you're installing for yourself? Feeling so good, feeling so relieved. Now you can take that new beautiful file back over to the filing cabinet and open that top drawer and put that file in the drawer exactly where the old one was, and close that drawer. Now I want you to turn around and lean up against that filing cabinet. Take a deep sigh of relief. Like, thank God I got rid of that thing. Yeah, beautiful. And now I want you to walk over to the doorway, and you can open that door and step out into the hallway. Oh, but notice that things look so different. It's no longer a dull hallway. That hallway is now filled with the same color, that new color that you chose. And it's just amazing in that hallway now. It's all lit up, and you can see yourself even feeling lighter and joyful and running and even skipping. You can dance if you want to. It's like a disco in that hallway. Everything's lit up and moving and beautiful. And now you're like maybe singing and having such a good time in that hallway. You spin toward the front door and you open that door, and you notice that you're now standing at the threshold of your future. Is this a new dimension? Did you do a quantum jump? It happens to people all the time. Living a familiar life, but things look so slightly different. And all those slight differences add up, taking you in a totally new direction. And it's amazing. And for you, this difference is palpable. Smell that fresh air. Feel it gently touching your skin. Feel your heart filled with joy and realizing that everything now looks so different, because it is. I want you to step through that threshold and allow yourself to see how positive things are now. That's right. It feels so good, because now you realize you can have all of those things that you so easily created in this moment. And when you're ready, coming back into the room, dropping back into your body, and in your own time, opening your eyes, seeing that it has changed, noticing how different everything feels. So today, I just want you to go on with your life, but I want you to do one last thing for you. Ask yourself, what is one massive action that you could take right now in this moment to prove to yourself that all of these new things that you've come up with today, that it's the real deal. This is who you are. And you're not who you thought you were stuck being. There's nothing holding you back. You are only moving forward faster than you could have imagined, but beautifully at your own pace, at the speed of trust, which is now enormous for you. Put something, even small, into action that proves you are the new stuff, not the old stuff that you were yesterday. Expect miracles, synchronicities, and realizations that things are forever changed. You did that.